Okay, so the areas of study on this homepage is powered by the Sliders plugin, which is actually called Smart Slides. And I wanted to show you how we could go about editing this. Right now, these are just images, and Arts and Education is just an image. And we want this to be HTML. We want this to be a background. And so we're going to replace these right here. And you can see that you can scroll through these as well. So you could add more than what's available here, but we just put in a bunch of these as temporary um, sample content. So from the back end, um, if we're on the dashboard, you are going to go to sliders. And you see we have a couple options here. We have the front page hero graphic, and then we have front page areas of study. So what we're going to do, we're going to click edit on the front page areas of study. And you can see here, these are the sample images that we have to work with right now. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and remove all of these extra ones that we don't need. Awesome. And then I'm going to start with editing this first one here. Okay, so the first one you can see the image size is 270 by 270. And really, let me go back to this area. I want to show you one thing. Um, we're able to edit what size uh, the different slides are. So the actual box is 250 by 250. Um, the image is set to be full width always, and so the minimum height is 250. That way you don't have some images that are less than 250, and it just gets all out of whack. So that's how that works. We're going to click edit here again. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and replace this. And so there's four different areas of study that we want to portray here. The first one is called arts and sciences. So we're actually going to replace this graphic here. I'm going to click that to remove, and I'm going to click the plus sign. And this is the arts and sciences graphic that I've already uploaded. And you can see it's not a square image, it's actually rectangular. But the cool thing is it automatically brings it in a rectangular fashion. So it's absolutely perfect. So we're good to go there. Um, Now we are going to have an overlay. So an overlay is how we're going to get that color effect. So we're going to click on for the overlay, and we're going to do a navy overlay for this one. And so in order to do that, we need to grab the navy color. That's the official color for uh, this particular school. So we're going to click the Dauber icon here. This is a fancy little plugin that I like to use in Google Chrome. It's a Google Chrome extension that allows me to pick a color from a page. So I'm going to come here, and you can see OE2240 is it's the color for the navy. So OE2240. All right. So when you click on this, you could see it filled it in completely 100%. Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to dial this back. And you can see as I dial it back, the last two digits of the color OE2240, now it says EB. As you dial it back, it gives you a little code which is for the transparency. So once you have it just the way you want it, so I have it set to A8, and I think that's a pretty good level. So we're going to leave it at that. All right. Next, we're going to add a heading. So the heading for this is going to be arts and sciences. All right. The headers on this website uses a specific type of font. So let me go to style. The font is Open Sans. There we go, Open Sans. and the weight is actually 800 extra bold. Okay. And I feel like that's pretty darn good. You might could reduce the text size a little bit because we do have a thing called advanced manufacturing and engineering technology. And I have a feeling that the text size for that is going to require something much smaller. So let's just bump this to, let's do 30. Let's do 30 on this one. And let's just see if that works. So I'm going to click save here. Awesome. So now, and there's one more thing that we're going to need to do here. And under programs and courses, let's see, arts and sciences. So this is the URL that we're going to want to plug. So I'm going to grab the slash after the .com. We'll copy that. And let's find the link. Here's the link right here. It's underneath content. I'm going to paste this in there. Just hit enter. And I'm going to click save. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to go back to the home page. All right, we'll scroll down and we can see that's there. If you click on that, it takes you to the arts and sciences page. So I'm going to go back. Perfect. Now let's create another one. And this time we're going to do the orange color or the gold yellow color. And instead of, tell you what, we're gonna copy the name of the slide. Let's see if we can copy this slide here. We'll do the three dots and click copy slide. Okay, it's not doing what I thought it would. Okay, and then we'll do paste slide. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we're going to add a slide. We'll duplicate this one. Okay, that's how it works. All right, now we'll go into edit. All right, and so now let's go ahead and do advanced manufacturing and engineering technology. And so we're going to exit out of this image and we're going to add a new one. Okay, I grabbed a graphic for advanced manufacturing and engineering technology. Just going to type that name in for the alt text here, and I'm going to select. All right, there we go. We got a nice robotic arm there. Okay, same deal, except this time we're going to select the other color, which is FFB 545. FFB 545. You see, I left A8 on there so that it still has that specific transparency. All right. Under content, I am going to have to rename this right here. Oh, wait. Let me rename it to Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering Technology. I'm going to use the ampersand. Okay. And then for the heading, I'm going to change that to pasting that in there. You can see that is really, really large. So we're going to have to go to style and we're going to have to change this. That's even too big. 20. Oh, it's left arts and sciences in there. So that's probably the problem. Interesting. a layer. I double clicked on that. Maybe this will work this time. Okay, here we go. Advanced manufacturing and engineering technology. That fits. That does fit. Okay. And then we are going to grab the correct URL for this particular program, Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering Technology. We'll grab everything after the .com so that it's a relative URL. Paste that in there. I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to hit save. Now let's go back to the home page. Awesome. That's in there. And I might want to spell manufacturing right. So let's go back and I will add the U in manufacturing. There you go. And under style, let's see if we can bump this down further. Yeah, that will work out a little bit better, I believe. Do another refresh on that. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so now we can move on to the next one, and let's see if we remember how to. There we go. So from here, I'm going to click Edit and Duplicate. All right, and I'm going to click Edit. And this one's going to be computer science. Ah, computer science graphic there. So let me find that graphic that I had. Let's see. There we go. Computer science. All right, try that again. All right, so computer science. I'll enter in an alt text for disability, computer science code on a screen. Select. All right, so that's looking good. The overlay is exactly the way we want it now. So content, we're going to change the slide title to computer science. And then for heading, we're going to change that. To computer science. We don't need this one, so we'll delete it. Perfect. All right, and then we need to grab the URL, computer science, content. Okay, here's the link, paste, and save. All right, perfect. Go back to the home page. There we are, Advanced Manufacturing Engineering Technology. And I think what we are going to have to do, we're going to have to take a look at whether or not we're getting enough contrast here. I don't think this is going to be enough contrast. for accessibility purposes, I would recommend that we go ahead and make all of them the same color. And this will accomplish a couple things for us. Number one, we can actually make it so that these show up at random. And if you do that, if you have some, you might have, you know, it's going to be set up to have four on the screen at the same time. If you have three that's blue and one that's gold, it's just going to be weird. So I'm going to kind of go against the grain of the mock-up a little bit, and I am going to go ahead and fix the color on the other one that we have over here. So click save there, and I'm going to go back to slides and computer science slide. Nope, advanced manufacturing. All right, and so I'm going to update the color. There we go, to the navy blue. I think that's going to work out so much better for us. So now if I go back to hit refresh, there we are. That's looking a lot better. Now we have one final one to add here. Okay, we need to do nursing and health sciences. Okay, so I am going to duplicate this slide, which makes things so much easier. And then I'll click to edit it. Okay, we'll remove that image, and now we are going to add a new image for nursing. Oh, all right, all that's going to stay the same. We are going to edit this content here to say nursing and health sciences, except I think if we're going to use the ampersand, we either use the ampersand in all of these programs or we use and in all of it. So let's keep that consistent. And now, final thing is to grab the program URL, nursing and health sciences, copy. All right, we'll save. Now let's see how that's looking. Awesome, that's looking really good. Now let's go to, if we add one more, I just want to show you what's going to happen. So if I duplicate, and actually there's one issue here with this slide. I need to name it to nursing and health sciences. So it doesn't look like that we have two computer science ones from the back end here. All right, perfect. Now when I come here, we have clearly different ones. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this one. Okay, we'll click to edit it. And I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to rename this to test program, test area of study. And then I'm going to double click on that. And then we're going to call this test area of study. Okay. Save. Now we're going to go back because we're only set to have 4 here. And so now what you can see is we have the arrows where you can scroll through these. because we've reached that threshold of 5, those arrows automatically show up. So keep that in mind. There's all kinds of settings that I'm not going to get into in this video where you can go through and you can change the controls and you can change a lot of different things. But I just wanted to kind of go through and show you how you could add additional ones that you would like and how to edit these and make these consistent and display the way you want to. I hope you find this helpful. Thank you.